So guys, call this part one of basically how to point your brickwork or even stonework. Same principle applies for either. However, brickwork's usually a little bit more complicated. Now, my dad was a plasterer by trade, and we're talking the 1950s, 1960s, that kind of era, and they used to make their own tools. So he used a piece of copper pipe, and I didn't actually show you the copper pipe in this video in the short that I made. That's why I'm jumping on this longer video here, so I can get into it a little bit more. And we'll put some footage in this corner here so you can see what's happening. So this is like part one, and this is just covering the raking out. Now, back in the day, used to use a pick it all out like that, or a little seam chisel, tap it out like that, and that's how you would rake out. Later on, we moved on to power tools with a little wire brush to do. Now, you can still do that. However, like with brickwork, I have come across brickwork that is soft and basically gouges the bricks out as well. It's just that porous, crappy bricks they used to use. And to be honest, bricks aren't made like they used to be anyway now. Mass produced to meet all the housing demands of the UK at the moment, here in the UK and anywhere else in the world, I suppose, where they use bricks. However, when it comes to pointing, you know, my dad taught me various methods of doing it, with a pointing iron, pointing trowels, and the famous bucket handle, right? So obviously these old galvanised bucket handles would basically just cut them and bend them into shape so you could use them. So you could do the concave method, which is what I used the pipe. That's why another tool, using a piece of pipe and using it the other way around, so you've got like a half round. Now, quite a lot of properties, stone properties in Yorkshire, are done like that. It's kind of a good way, more effective way of sealing the joint as well, because when you get the iron pointing, it's basically running to the top edge of the stone, and where the stone comes down to the seam there, if you can flush point it underneath, so it like that, so that the lip of the stone is over the top of the cement or the mortar, you're getting a more effective seal. Whereas when you do the iron pointing that goes on top of the stone, so the water runs down, gets behind the pointing, freezes, pushes it off. That's why it comes off. That's why it's crap, that type of pointing. You might disagree with me that, but I don't care. It's just a fact. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. What we are talking about is breaking out your old mortar. Now, brickwork, especially on that house, which I'll put the video here, that was just soft as anything. I mean, there's no wonder they had damp problems. Now, basically what happens is the rain hits it, it washes it out. Why? Because it's just too sandy. They probably had the delivery of sand that day. They needed to crack on with jobs, so they probably just threw cement mixer for all I know, and basically started building a house with it. Probably, I don't know. They might have put a teaspoon of cement in because they'll have had one bag for the whole estate, whatever. Cement strengthens it. That's what would give you a good build. But that all the seams all the way up that gable end were all different thicknesses. There was no consistency in it. All the brickwork jutted out as well, so they weren't in line, none of them bricks. So it didn't look right. It looked neat, but it didn't look perfect, is what I'm trying to say. So moving on to the raking system of what I was using. Now, some people did comment on that short, say, oh, you're not using dust extraction. Now, I don't have anything equipment. I have ordered something now for dust extraction, because I could connect one of my older vacuums up for dust extraction, which sometimes I use with my sanders, planers and things like that. However, you need to put a bag inside. Now, that bag would have just filled up within 3 seconds with that amount of dust. So there was no point, excuse the pun, but there was no point in doing that. So it was a nice open space. The dust would settle quite quickly on the floor, so I just ground it out. End of the day, it was just the amount I had to do. Literally had 3 square meters to do, just enough to cover the area that was damp, because that was the worst part of the house. There are other bits I've walked around with the customer to show them and highlight them where it needs doing. But this is what I used. Now, if you are going to do your own house, or your DIY, or you don't do a lot of pointing, I would advise you to buy a cheap grinder. Now, this is what I used. It's the Erbauer. You get these from Screwfix, and I've had this a couple of years, probably longer than a couple of years actually, probably 5-6 years. Still going. It's brilliant. I don't use it as much now. I've got a cordless one that is a 9L one, but I didn't want to use that one because the batteries will probably run out quite quickly. So this is the Erbauer one, and we'll talk about an attachment as well that goes with this dust unit that I'm getting. Now, I will do another video, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, because you'll see the video of the dust extraction and what I intend to use it for with this as well. There is an attachment, and I'll put a picture of it there, for this grinder, or any grinder, which basically fits over there. It's like a shroud that goes over the grinder. You plug your hose into it for the dust extraction, and it sucks the dust out. Not all of it, probably about 90%, but it's a lot of dust is that when you're doing pointing. But this is the grinder to use. It's just a 4.5-inch grinder, 115mm, and I'll get you the disc out I was using. So there are special seaming discs, so you can get like these things as well. These are very thin, but that's actually a tile one. That we didn't use that one. I've got loads of little discs in here. We used one of these. So this is a Raking grinder disc. Again, Erbauer make. I actually lost the other one that I had, and then I found it later on. But you can get these in different thicknesses. Now I use this. This is what? Hang on, it should tell me what it is. It looks about 4mm. Yeah, it's a 4.8mm one. That you can get up to 8mm, maybe a bit thicker than that for wider joints. But if you notice, we'll show some footage of the video, obviously up in this corner here. That's what I used basically, and I basically had it on the grinder. It was spinning, and for the down joints, or the perp joints as some people call them, the down ones, you'll see me wiggle it about like that in the joint. That's to rake out all the mortar, but I also did it on the horizontal ones as well, up and down. But basically I passed it one way and then came back the other way to get it all out, down to the brick, because that's what you want, because otherwise you'll end up with bits in your pointing as you're going around if you don't try and get it all out. Brush it all out, hack it out with a little cold chisel or something. It should come out all right. But yeah, this is what I use. So like I said, I would advise you to invest in something like this. Now, if you haven't got a lot of pointing to do, the dust extraction probably isn't as important. Do wear dust mask. I wasn't wearing a dust mask that day, so I do apologise for all the PPE, health and safety people, but I had no dust mask on. Very sorry. But there you go. That's a raking out type of disc that you can buy. Relatively inexpensive compared to these days, and it does a really good job. So basically you want to be about 20mm and more into the joint with this, and you can see by how much of the paint that's wore off there's a good 20mm there. You can see probably better on the back, because when I rake it out, I do tend to tilt it that way, so that it basically runs up internally. When I come back on the other side, it basically rakes it all out. It's quite an interesting system I use for doing it. But yeah, there you go. So this is what this video is all about. It's basically part one on how to point your house, which starts off with the raking out. It's a good idea to cover all your pavements up. It's a good idea to warn your neighbours if you're not using dust extraction. Tell them to park the car somewhere else, because they will get covered in a lot of dust. But yeah, that's what you need to do basically. So for this video, we're just talking about the raking out, and there is you'll have seen the footage I've been putting in. So I thought I'd do a bit longer video and go into it a little bit more. Obviously, I'm open to more tips and suggestions in the comments, as long as you're not too rude. I don't care. why should I care? I mean, it's always people that think they know better. But you see, I never profess to know everything, but I can give you what I already know, is what I always say. The thing is, in any trade that you do, you're always learning. Never think you know it all, because there's always something and somebody who knows something better than you do, or knows more than you do. It's a bit like driving down the road at a certain speed limit and someone drives past you a little bit faster. There's always somebody who wants to go faster than you. So that's the way it is in this world, unfortunately. So there you go, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I will do another video basically get into the pointing gun as well, and into the preparation before you point and everything. And basically I've not had as much experience with pointing guns, mortar guns, as other people, but that one was basically again from Screwfix. It's about 20 quid, something like that. I've used one before. The first time, I'm going to be honest with you, the first time I used a mortar gun, I thought, what's point in this? It doesn't work, because I basically mixed my mortar, threw it in, and it just didn't do nothing. And then I learned you had to make it quite soft and make a paste with the cement. There's different qualities of sand that you can use. There's obviously morticizer, plasticizer and things like that can go in it, which make it run a bit smoother. So that's why it goes everywhere. But there are techniques you can use for cleaning the brickwork up as well after, which is what I did on this job. Quite a lot of people say, yeah, it blathers everywhere. Well, you know, once I'd done it, it was alright. The rain will take care of the rest. And it'll just wash it off, because that's the way it is with bricks. So there you go, guys. Hope you got something out of this video. Like I said, I will do some more videos, and I will definitely do a video on this dust extraction unit that I've just bought now. And obviously I'm going to get the shroud for the grounder, and I'm going to show you how it all works. And then I have got a pointing job to do on my own house. So this is where we're going to use it first. So keep watching, keep subscribing, and keep liking these videos. And I'll see you in another video soon. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care for now.